Hello, 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 and welcome to another EdeAscent appetizer RTA thingamajig. Today, we are facing someone from the Asia server. They go for Arwell, Flitica, Aiden, Hufine, and Zio. I go for LRK, Leica, regular Leica, Command Model Leica, the original Leica, the better Leica. That's not true. She's a good Leica, but Architect's probably better. Stene, Bryceria, and Zahak. They ban out Bryceria. I ban out Flitica. Let's see how I do. So, Zio will be going first, as is his right. This is to be expected. This is just what Zio does. I am going to go ahead and Soulburn, or not Soulburn, S2 into the Aiden. I get the target debuff, and my Zahak does have higher attack than my Stene, so Zahak goes in with the target and the Symbol of Unity. He had roughly a 70% chance to hit, so it's not that strange that he did. So they go and try and stun the LRK, which they do, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead, because I have to, try and kill the Aiden. If I can kill the Aiden, things become a lot easier for my Zahak, even though he will more than likely just die to Zio. But this Aiden is also a massive problem. I miss, and then I miss. So, Zahak is dead. And that's not great. Because he was my main way of dealing with Aiden. And this does turn out to be a good damage Zio. So my only option here is to try and sleep everyone. I've already caused the Aiden to lose her counter with Stene, so if I miss, that's fine. But I do end up hitting and sleeping the Aiden, because evasion continues to be a joke. Their Hufine, I think, dodged more than their Aiden this game. But having the sleep down on everybody is immense. The speed down's probably more important than the sleep. I still can't kill this stupid Aiden, even with an S3, so I'm going to kill her. I do not hit the Zio, which is great, because now he's just a sleepy little baby boy. Who's a sleepy little baby boy? It's Zio. I will never do that again, except for when I want to, and you can't stop me. So, Hufine is just going to keep feeding my LRK, although LRK is almost dead, so that's fine. Leica has her S2 back, so into Zio I go. And one more should take him out. Never mind. But I can take out the tiny baby boy here, because I do not want him doing damage. LRK more than likely going down here, which is fine. I still have Leica. I still have a Stene. If this doesn't burn... Okay, it burned both of them, but she doesn't have that high of attack. It seems she's mostly defensive. So I'm going to go ahead, try and kill this Hufine. Hopefully I hit. I do, she's dead, and the Arwell is a holy sack one, but I had enough souls to soul burn, and now the Arwell is dead. You cannot trick me, you wench. Yeah, so that was a really close, really good fight. But what would happen if we saw some more fights? Also, I think I got into Emperor with this one, because that happens a lot when you're constantly falling in and out of Emperor. So, hooray! Next one, please. Here you go, sir and or madam and or other and or both and or neither and or... You get the gist. We are facing someone again in the Asia server. They go for Hand Guy, Arwell, Stene, Carrot, and Pirate Captain Flan. I go for LRK, Sharoon, Bellion, Landy, and Shu. They ban out LRK. I ban out Pirate Captain Flan. Let's see how things go. All right, so Hand Guy is going first, which is to be expected. My team is relatively slow. I should probably make my Landy chonkier, or not chonkier, faster, but whatever. They don't have any burns. They don't have any... Well, Carrot has burns, but they don't have any soul burns. They can't burn the soul. I think this is a crit resist, or crit damage Carrot, because that crit everyone, even Shu. So Shu has 3 burns on her, which is an immense start to a game of RTA. They still don't have any burns. I don't have any mitigations, so Landy is probably dead. Goodbye, Landy. Pushes everybody back. I am just going... Oh, I do S3. Interesting. Why do I S3? I thought I S1'd into the LRK. That might be a different game. Find out Arwell is a counter one. But this should work out fine. I can push back the hand guy with the belly and S3, do a good amount of damage to the Stene as well. Carrot won't ever be able to do... Or Carrot will be burning me, which is fine. I do reset the hand guy, which is immensely useful. They're going to go into Bellion. Everyone's going to go into Bellion. That's perfectly fine. She has speed down, which is fine. Everything is fine. God help me. My Shu does have crit damage buff, which is pretty good. If everything could also stop hitting my Shu, that'd be great. So I am going to soul burn this, and I do get a dual attack with Sharoon, which extra resets the hand guy. Unfortunately, because of Arwell having the escort buff, Stene is not dead, which is not good. But that, I think we'll be okay. Hand guy is like 3 turns away from his S2 and 2 turns away from his S1. And unfortunately, Carrot can just detonate whomever at any point. But there's a lot of toxic all over the place, or a lot of injury. So she was just going to S3, kill the Stene, which is the most important thing. Arwell is almost dead, but if she's Holy Sack, that would be bad. I think their Carrot has their S3 again, which, to be honest, isn't great. It doesn't hit my Shu this time, and I do get the S1, and the Arwell proves herself to be a Holy Sack. However, I got the Venom, but I did not reset the Arwell, so Shu... Oh, all of those buffs that I worked so hard for. There they go. Luckily for me, she was going next. Unluckily for me, hand guy is back to being able to do his stupid nonsense, which is dumb and I hate it. But Bellion's just going to go ahead, do that. Don't get the extra attack, because why would I? They're going to go into the Shu, which does provoke a counter from the Bellion, which is kind of nice. But they kind of have to go into Shu here, which is risky, because Bellion will just pop herself. They do go into Shu. I do S1, S2, kill the Carrot, and then, boop, a little bit of Detonate, and a little bit of Monica. But Sharoon has her S3 back again, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those buffs you got there, boy. And then I will just S2 for the win. Except they didn't let me. Ah! Anyway, let's keep going, I guess. RSVPT. That is what it means. Okay. LOH. God, what a start. We are facing RSVPT in the LOH guild, in the KOREA server. They go for LHCLRKPA. Oh God, PEIRA ATWIN LPK. I'm done now. I go for NACL. I lied. YULHA FLIDICA RIOLET and Architect Leica. They ban out Architect Leica. I ban out LPK. Let's jump into it. I have no sense of the English language anymore. So Pyra is going to be going first. Violet, I swear to God. Thank you. And my what's her face? I forget her name. Landy. Landy didn't even counter, which is great. Good job, Landy. You didn't immediately screw me. What I can do here is reset the A Tywin. Because I don't want him to be stunning and defense breaking everyone. And LHC, obviously, is a problem here. So I'm going to go into her. It's not going to do a lot because there's Escort and there's Aureus and there's a lot of nonsense, but it does a good amount. A Tywin can't really do much. He's just going to go into Yolha, which is fine. Turns out it's a Rise of the Monarch A Tywin, which isn't bad. Landy, if you don't want to counter this too, that'd be great. Okay, well, right before the Lionheart, huh? Yeah, that's fine. I do get a salvo, which is nice. It heals me up the 10 damage that I was missing. Landy, if you just want to dodge, that'd be great, homie. All right, thank you. I get a nice salvo, which is kind of nice, but they're at full health again, which is not as nice. They can't go into Yolha because if they crit her and proc her, I just eat the LHC. They're going to soul burn into the Landy and crit her because Landy is a joke. Just going to go into the LHC again, get another salvo, which I mean, this is what I get for picking Landy, but whatever. Yolha is dead here. Yolha is absolutely dead here. By Yolha. Landy also got crit, which isn't great, but she did salvo, which is kind of good. It heals her up a bit, so if Landy, you could just not get crit like that, that's perfect. A Tywin, you can go into whomever you want. Okay, that's fine. I am going to go into the LRK, get a dual attack with the Landy, go into the LRK again with the Rylet in a perfect storm of exactly what I wanted. It's going to proc the LHC, but that's fine. I do salvo and get some healing. Rylet, they don't have enough. They don't have enough fighting spirit to S3, which buys me enough time. Landy is going to salvo again because who gave her healing? Oh god, she's such a dumb unit. Gonna counter that, gonna salvo again, and now I've essentially erased all of the damage that has been done to me this entire game. And Rylet, gonna S1. Okay, one of you needs to dodge. I don't care who it is, just one of you dodge, please. Okay, both of you works. That works for me. But can they kill the Landy? No, they can't. Can I S3 though, Landy, please? Can I S3 for the... Okay. Okay, thank you, Landy. I can't even get the thumbnail. That's fine. I'll just use someone else. You selfish piece of garbage. Anyway, one more, shall we? Yeah, whatever. I don't know what it is with people having acronyms / initialisms as their name / guilds today. But anyway, we're facing someone in the Korea server in the EPYOFF guild. They go for Knackle, DDR, Handguy, Lua, and LRK. I go for Yolha, LCB, Flitico, Rylet, and Strays. Let's jump into it, see how things go. So, the Handguy is unfortunately going first, which is not great, but whatever. I will go ahead and just S2 here, just to strip the buffs off everyone. I do get countered and salvoed by the Landy because that is what she does. Good job, Strays. You did so much today. Landy can do as she pleases. You're going to go into the LCB. I am going to counter, which is kind of nice. It's a Crown of Glory Crow, so he is going to be mitigating a lot of the AoE damage from LCB. Which isn't perfect, but Rylet is doing a good amount of work here. I'm just going to S3 into the Landy to do a good amount of damage to her. Takes about half, which is pretty nice. I can attempt... I am going to attempt to eat the DDR not quite, but I do get a counter, which procs my malicious intent. Thinking back on it, I don't know. I guess I'm just getting rid of the DDR now because I don't want him sleeping anybody. Hand guy is going to be popping his S2, and doing a good amount of damage. There is reason to... well, I mean, I could have killed the DDR, but I do kill the Landy with that, which is great. And now I'm just going to start working on the hand guy because they don't have any single target attack. That does hit the Violet, which is not great. That does not, but it still gives the Venom, which is also not great. It's going to do an amount, but that's fine. As long as this LP or LRK doesn't get to S3 soon. Which by the looks of things, he wasn't. They're going to attack down the LCB, which is fine. Let's just go ahead, keep killing this. So this is where I make a slight mistake. I guess I should have tried to provoke the LRK, because he is 2 turns away from S3, and that gives them both of them. And so the LRK with speed buff is going to be able to S3 here, and due to everyone being Venom downed, it is just barely going to kill everyone. I don't know if there was anything I could have done better there. Maybe eat the Landy with the Yolha S3, and then S3 into the hand guy with Rylet. I guess that was probably the better play because they didn't have Aureus. So I guess I made a mistake, but this was still a really good match on their part. Very heads-up playing on their end, which, I mean, I enjoy. So yeah, this is going to be everything for today. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for putting up with my not liveness while I struggle to maintain top 1,000 in EpicSeven for my own pride. We will be back shortly. There's only 4 days left. So you just gotta put up with it for a little bit longer, and then I'll give you a nice big hug. And hopefully I won't tape anything to your back, but you never know. Anyway, like the video, subscribe if you do like my wackiness, my silly, whatever you want to call it. I'm old and out of breath. That's my shtick. Well, you get a lot of the young people that are just yelling at the screen and being like, "Oh my God, my Riley countered!" And I'm just over here like, "Oh God, my back. My units aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, and my back hurts. Why have you forsaken me?" Anyway, if you did not like the video, your back also probably hurts, and I feel your pain. And then if you felt incredibly ambivalent about the entire thing, roll for initiative.